To return justice to the courtroom, Yagami makes a series of bold moves. However, Bondo, the man behind public security, makes a power play of his own, and the murderous Soma is still at large. Soma is believed to be a plant from public security. But that knowledge comes at a fatal price.
Welcome back, guys, to the Reverse Hive Mind. We're back with more Lost Judgment. The plot is definitely thickening as we enter Chapter 12.
So the two shooters were dressed as policemen?
Yes, they're the ones who shot Akutsu.
They couldn't have been real officers, though, right?
Yeah. I'm guessing Soma gave uniforms to two of his own guys. Regardless of their affiliation, they were there on Soma's orders. Kaito-san's theory is that he's actually a public security agent.
Get this, talk. In America, they call people who go undercover moles.
Moles, huh?
If this really was public security, I can't believe they'd go so far as murder.
Well, Soma probably thinks he's backed into a corner. Word got out he's been a plant since his Tojo days. Not even being the head honcho will save him. He'd be nothing but a rat. And RK's got plenty of ex-Tojo in it who'd want his head for that.
I hadn't considered that.
Those fake cops tried to take us out too. They'll silence anyone who gets in the way.
Hey, you think your office could post some officers at Genda's? At least for tonight.
Sure, I can get that arranged.
Shouldn't you guys have protection too, though?
I appreciate the concern. But Kaito-san and Higashi are ex-Yakuza. Not exactly a good mix, you know?
Not with cops. Yeah.
Not happening.
You said it. Thanks, but no thanks.
Soma's probably gonna head even deeper underground after all this. But if we can track him down, we'll get the dirt on public security we need. Then we can do right by Sawa-sensei, and even bring Kawana and Reiko Kusamoto to justice.
Alright, we get it. Let's walk Saori-san back to her office first, though. We'll save the rest for tomorrow.
Good idea. Don't worry, Saori-san. You should be safe from here on.
What gives, sorry? You change up your look and the guys line up to protect you?
Maybe you should put some effort into it once in a while yourself.
Ooh.
Are you telling me this isn't effort?
Meow. Claws are out. Let's walk Saori-san back to Genda Law Office. We can continue the conversation there. That is a good idea.
Yagami-kun, you had it out with Prosecutor Takano the other day, right?
Yes, he's a
Truth
douche
be
canoe.
told, he's in a precarious position right now. He only set out to do his job, but people are starting to think he was played for an alibi. It's not the best look for our office. Public opinion of us isn't as high as it once was.
Oh no.
Let's roll this
Allow me to be
Yagami-kun,
sad.
you had it out with. Truth be told, it's not.
I was trying to talk to Higashi. Sorry, Saori.
Kaneki on your side, you don't need me out there. Besides, I should show up to work sometimes.
Eh. Is your arcade really doing that well, Higashi? Come on. Alright, so we'll walk Saori back to the Genda law firm. Apparently she and Kaito feel like following half a block behind us. That's okay. I don't think it's that far off. Yeah. Right up here around the corner. Oh, cool. It healed me to full health. That's nice. Thought I was going to have to stop by Smile Burger for a burger and fries. Exquisite screw. Okay. There's so many jokes I can make. Between that and finding worn rubber on the street here. I feel like those two things are not two tastes that go great together.
Oh, hey. Heard it was a rough night. You all right?
When I heard Akatsu was shot, I just froze. All I could think was, what if something happened to Saori-san?
Couldn't spare a thought for us?
Well, we're glad everyone's safe.
Yeah, but Soma got the jump on us. He's a bigger threat than we thought.
What do you mean by that?
We think he's working undercover for public security.
Undercover?
It's a new development. I'm sure it puts a damper on Genda-sensei and Hoshino-kun's big night out.
Huh? Well, I only showed up because Hoshino-kun talked me into it.
You said you wanted to see what it was like in there, too!
Did I really? I don't recall that.
Incredible. If you'll excuse me, I'm going to go change.
To put it lightly, looks like you guys are in for the cold shoulder for a while.
Interesting. If what you say is true, a public security agent is scooping up thugs into RK.
Yeah, and his name's Kazuki Soma. We haven't confirmed it yet. But if he really is an undercover agent, then everything starts to make sense. Public security gets to use RK as their pawns, who feed them intel from the streets.
All those scumbags are just working for public security without even knowing it.
But that setup is exactly what let Soma and RK grow so successful in the first place. For example, I'm sure the guys who killed Akatsu are RK, but they were definitely decked out in real police gear. Soma's role in public security would make getting that gear easy.
If that's true, we can't trust anyone in uniform now. Should we be concerned about the police downstairs?
Don't worry, they're here thanks to Mafia.
All things considered, can't the police do anything about Soma?
Well, according to public security, there's no one by that name on record, so that's a dead end.
They must have wiped him from their files already.
Soma had to have been in the Tojo clan for 10 years minimum. He and Akutsu were both in the Nikkyo Consortium. Higashi knows more about that stuff than me, though.
Okay, we'll ask him about it tomorrow then.
Sounds good.
Guess that's it for tonight. Let's head back to their agency and rest up. And they're also assuming that Kazuki-Soma is actually Soma's
I'll
real
reach out
name.
to Higashi. We can meet at Charles tomorrow. Hopefully to get some sort of lead on Soma.
For all we know, Soma's just a cover name that was given to him when he went undercover for the Tojo. So of course they're gonna go, oh, we don't have a Soma, because that's his persona. And not in the fun, like, Phantom Thieves way persona, but his persona as set up by the intelligence agency. So, head back to a Yagami Detective Agency. I'm sure something is going to happen down there. I wasn't that surprised that Akutsu got just absolutely smoked out of nowhere. It wasn't really out of nowhere. As soon as they figured out the whole public security thing, then all of a sudden he freaks out, and then next thing you know, he's getting absolutely Swiss cheese by two cops, quote unquote cops. Another one of these. Easy beatdown. I heard the baseball bat clatter. I think baseball bat beats cone. Not sure though. I haven't played rock, paper, baseball bat, cone anytime recently. Okay.
What a waste.
So we're getting there. Back down towards Yagami Detective Agency we go, but I will take a quick detour for a Smile Burger. Home of the free smile. Welcome to Good Burger, home of the Good Burger. Props to those of you who are old enough to get that reference.
Pretty tasty, thanks.
Anyway, so we'll run on back, but I would say that the theory that Soma is working for public security is plausible. Would certainly be a way for their intelligence agency to keep track of most of their street hoods. That would be a major coup for any sort of organized crime intelligence unit to have somebody installed that highly up. I don't think it would ever happen, but Japan is different from America in that regard. Let's go check the job board before we move anything else. Oh, the saga continue. Ryan's rival appears. So Orion Acosta has dropped by, Mr. Ninja Man himself. It is I, Orion Acosta, shinobi sensation from the shadows. It has been quite a while, Master Yagami. You may be excited to discover I've opened up a dojo in Kamurocho. However, a rival dojo opened up soon after and began poaching my students left and right. I wish to discuss appropriate countermeasures and thus have contacted you. I shall await you at Inside Cafe. P.S. Fair warning, I'll have activated my chameleon camouflage technique, so keep a sharp lookout. You'll find that my ninjutsu has improved over time. Believe it! Something something date bio. Oh, did I already do that one? I think I might have already done that one. It would... Yeah, it looks like... I may have already done that one. I thought... Let's see. So this is all stuff that I've done. Dueling dojos. Ah, okay. Yeah, so that was the same one. Yeah. So that is done, despite the fact that it's on there. Or I can't take it right now. I'm not sure. I'll check it later. Maybe I can do it during the day. I don't know. So we hit the couch. And we're going to head to Arcade Charles here in a second. But first... Yeah, I can't take this job, so it must be the one that I looked up earlier. So, away we go. Head downstairs. And we'll head over to Arcade Charles, which is, yes, off Park Boulevard. Way the hell up here. And other than the dating minigame, I don't have anything else to do side case wise, so that's cool. So I'm just going to go straight to a taxi. And that way we can avoid running halfway across the map. Alright, so Park Boulevard. So we're going to head over to Arcade Charles, which actually is this way, but it's going to be down. Oh, there we go. Downstairs.
Hello?
Yagamishi, this is Tsukumo. We have a problem. The Yokohama Liumang were attacked this morning.
What? Attacked by who?
RK. They've been boosting their numbers in Ijincho. They're probably hunting Kawana. Fortunately, he seems to have escaped them. But he's gone completely off the grid again.
How bad was it for the Liumang?
Several are wounded, according to Tesso-san.
Did any of them see Soma during the attack?
I haven't heard for certain. All I know is that it was total chaos.
I see. Okay,
What's the plan, Yagamishi?
I'm gonna dig into Soma's past. I feel like there's something there. Could you keep trying Kawana?
Your wish is my command. See you.
Oh, so things continue to spiral downward for our heroes. And RK's making moves. For them to go directly against the Yokohama Liawang is a pretty big deal.
What's up, Doc? Sorry, folks. My shift's starting. One of you take over.
Oh, I'll do it, Kaito.
Great. Don't forget to block. Got it?
I won't.
Oh man, you're a rock star to these kids.
Crazy, right? You should see Higashi with him, though.
Really?
Higashi-san, Yagami-sensei is here for you.
Lose that sensei shit, you idiot. No honorifics for assholes.
In that case, that Yagami asshole is here for you.
Talk about a demotion.
Right. Well, I do know a thing or two about Soma's Tojo clan days. He swore under the Nikkyo Consortium, direct family.
The Nikkyo Consortium was a pretty big deal. Even if they did bite the dust with the main family.
Right. Among them, Soma and Akutsu were both looking like officer candidates. Apparently, the Nikkyo's role in the family was to handle off-the-record dirty work. No matter how much they raked in, the higher-ups took their cut and left a mess. Those two got hung out to dry, basically. Nevertheless, they sucked it up and hoped they'd be the ones on top someday. But, as you know, the Tojo clan got hit hard, disbanding before they ever even got their shot. They devoted years to the family, all to get nothing in return.
I'd be willing to buy that for Akutsu. But if Kaito-san is right, Soma was working the Tojo clan from the inside for public security. That's how he knew sooner than anyone else that the Tojo was on the way out. Being undercover, he could see the writing on the wall and plan accordingly. That's why he founded the criminal network RK, so he could gather up and monitor all the ex-Yakuza at once.
Okay, now that you mention it, RK has been dipping into the shady side of Kamurocho. They're strong-arming anyone who acts without their blessing first. You want to do shady shit? You need an RK permit these days.
Yeah, that's why the Soma's an undercover agent theory makes sense to me. If we find a concrete link between him and public security, then we'll know for sure.
Evidence of Soma being an undercover agent within the Yakuza. We'll have to dig into his past for that.
Higashi, who might have known Soma back then? Someone with authority, who'd know how he joined the Tojo clan.
Well, let's see. Would the Nikkyo president work?
President? Not patriarch?
Same shit. His name's Irie, but whatever kind of boss he was then, now he's just another champion district drunk.
I have some questions for him. Once I have the link between Soma and public security, it'll all fall into place.
I don't know, man. You want to meet him, knock yourself out. He spends his days at a joint called Earth Angel.
Gotcha.
I'll come with you, Doc.
Alright, so now we got a new
Let's hit it.
person to go talk to in our sights. Okay, so let's head down to the Champion District and find our drunk. I would think that a guy who's a Yakuza clan collapse would be day drinking. That makes perfect sense to me. Anyway, the Champion District, which is actually, from what I understand, basically a recreation of an area of Kabuki-cho called Golden Gai. It's a basically tight alleyway full of bars, so we'll go check it out and see if we can talk to talk to our former Tojo guy. Streets are just absolutely crawling with the RK gang, so we gotta be careful. Try not to waste too much money. Potato. So we'll just slip on through here.
Here we are, the former head of the Nikkyo's local haunt.
He just gets plastered here all day? Damn, lucky son of a bitch.
Let's go in and talk to this guy.
President Irie.
Uh-huh.
My name is Kaito. I used to be in the Matsugane family.
Matsugane? Ah, one of his boys, huh?
You knew my boss?
He was your classic old school Yakuza. He had duty, dignity, but he couldn't earn. Yeah, maybe he was the lucky one, dying before he became whatever I am now.
Would you mind if we asked you a few questions? This is my partner, Yagami. He's a civvy, but he was like family to the boss.
It's a pleasure.
So, what do you want to ask?
Could you tell us about Kazuki Soma? You might know him as head of RK now.
Huh. Soma, huh? Joined the family when he was just a little sprat. I hear he's quite the big shot now.
Hope meeting with this guy pays off. But no matter who's talking, it's a detective's job to listen to everything they say.
Let me buy you a drink. Mind if I join you here?
Our lieutenant scouted out Soma back in the day. He'd heard some kid was flushing his money away in one of our casinos. Turned out the kid was sweet-talking ladies into handing him their money.
Yeah. Sounds like a model Yakuza candidate.
You mean Kamurocho's old underground casino?
Yeah, that was one of ours. Cops would keep shutting him down, and we'd keep building more.
What made you ask Soma to join the family? Was he the one who initially approached you?
I think so. He was pretty attached to that lieutenant I mentioned before. Soma had no problem following orders, but he had a natural authority to him, too. Makes for a damn good Yakuza. Of course, a violent streak is the other half of the equation.
Say, before he joined up, how much digging did you really do on Soma?
What's that supposed to mean?
You checked his background and everything, right?
Well, I'm sure we did our homework. It's not like that was my responsibility.
Irie-san, there's a chance Soma was working for public security the whole time.
What did you say?
So no one suspected him. Soma wormed his way into the family after all.
Considering he may have been undercover from the start, does anything strike you as strange now? Maybe some suspicious behavior or contacts with people you didn't know?
No, I have no idea. Thought never even crossed my mind. He took some really risky gigs. You didn't hear this from me, but he even took at least one hit job.
A hit job?
Some time back, there was this punk who ratted us out to the cops. And the higher-ups ordered Soma to kidnap the guy and bury him in the mountains. He handled it so well, people were kind of creeped out. Like, it wasn't his first time. At least, I remember Akutsu telling me that. I heard he got killed last night.
Word travels fast.
Who'd you hear it from?
Oh, darkness runs deep in this city. Never assume you're the only ones in the know.
Akutsu just realized last night that Soma is an undercover public security agent. That's why he was silenced.
Sure, but what's it matter? At this point, I don't give a shit if Soma's undercover. The family's dead and gone now.
What happened to everyone else after you shut down the consortium?
Half of them went legit. Some of them went and joined the 6th chairman for his new deal. I guess the rest crawled back underground. The Greener family boys all got invited to RK.
So it's none of your concern that your former family is being manipulated by public security?
Those guys don't even come to see me during bone season or New Year's. They're just spoiled brats now. An arrogant group of thugs. Family my ass.
I'm sure this guy was a big shot in his heyday, but it sure is a shame to see what happens to a Yakuza whose family fell apart. Yeah, he's a shell of his former self. Alcoholic, just sucking down booze all day.
All this talk's making my drink taste like shit.
I guess the young ones nowadays are pretty wrapped up in themselves. To be fair, though, I don't know anybody who'd want to waste their time with a gloomy drunk. How about we grab a bite together when you sober up? 'Cause if this is really the fate of the Tojo clan's patriarchs, no way those of us who work to make it big are gonna live it down.
Sorry for that. In Kaito-san's old life, becoming a direct family was their biggest dream. When he looks at you, he sees what Matsugane-san might have been if things had been different. Anyway, thank you very much for your time.
Hey, you know the Misawa building on North Senryo Avenue? It's got a gambling den with a decent Chohan setup.
Gambling den?
Gambling den on North Senryo Avenue. Is he talking about Kosuku-kun's tatami room? God, what, 100 and something hours or 100 and something episodes ago?
Yeah, I've actually been there before. What about it?
It's run by this group originally from Roppongi. Now RK is saying they're owed a piece of the pie.
RK really is putting the pressure on the Kamurocho Underground, huh?
Yeah, but the Roppongi crew won't pay up. So I hear RK is gonna come down hard on their place tonight.
Oh, good
They
intel.
want to make an example out of them. Put some guys in the hospital. Maybe even the morgue.
Wait, are you saying Soma might be there tonight?
Who knows? The ones running tonight's show are ex-Tojo. The top dogs of RK showing the newbies how it's done.
Who'd you hear this from?
What did I say before? Don't assume you guys are the only ones who know everything.
I appreciate the lesson.
Oh, that was definitely...
What else was there to say, Talk?
RK is raiding a gambling den tonight. Remember that tatami room we got acquainted with? Apparently, the people running the room won't pay Soma's gang a cut.
So someone there is gonna have some answers. Maybe even Soma himself.
Yeah, I think it's worth checking out.
Alright. Sounds like we should hit up Higashi, too.
Alright, and in the next video, we're going to go back to the tatami room. God knows how many episodes later. Probably about 50-ish hours worth. But hey, all things seem to come back in due time. So in the next episode, we will hit the tatami room and see what's up with that. Hopefully we'll get a beat on Soma. Until then, take care, everybody.